From the heart of Montana, this is Big Sky, Small World, Carroll College's student podcast.
Big sky, small world, like a mountain high Montana. Took her to the big sky.
You're the lion to my lioness, the milk to my Chardonnay. My Prince Charming doesn't bring me flowers. He knows I'd rather have gummy bears any day. He sees colors as numbers, now I know them all.
All right, welcome to Backcountry Buzz, a segment where we talk to people about what they like to do in the outdoors in the great state of Montana. My name is Patty.
And I'm Miranda.
And we hope you enjoy it. So we just got a pretty chill episode today. We just have me and Miranda, and we're just going to talk about random stuff, I guess. Yeah, Miranda, how are you doing today? Maybe that'll get some topics.
I'm so good. Now that we listened to that song, I'm in a great mood, and I'm ready to talk.
The best song about milk and Chardonnay.
What kind of combination is that?
I don't know.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Okay, question time.
Okay. So we've been talking a lot about things in the outdoors. So I want to know, when you, did you grow up doing a lot of camping and hiking and stuff in Colorado? Or what's your background in outdoor activities?
Wow, you're making me blush with this question because I love telling this story. When I was a kid, I was like the Fortnite kid. I played sports, but I would just sit at home and play Wii and just be on my iPod all the time. And I didn't do anything. My parents drag me out for a 3-mile hike, and I would just complain the entire time. My mom was like, "Are we're gonna go on a hike? Is that okay?" And I'd just be like, "Oh my God, Mom, I don't want to do that. It's a walk to nowhere." And so I just complain every time. And so they learned not to take me hiking. So that was up until high school, and I think even through high school, I was kind of this sucks. There's no point in this. And then I came to college, and I met some of my good friends like Mark, Aiden, and Reed, and they took me on this trip to Glacier, and then we went off trail, and I was like, oh, you can do that, and we did, and it was all of a sudden way more exciting, and then we could bag peaks and I don't know, do stuff that just wasn't a 3-mile hike around some boring park in Colorado. I mean, there's cool stuff in Colorado.
Okay.
but there's
stupid Colorado.
Stupid Colorado. It's so dumb. But I felt it was way more enjoyable when you could go and do stuff that was actually physically difficult. And there's the 18-mile days and the 30-mile days, and even a 45-mile day in there. And it's this is way more fun. And you get to be with the boys, and you get to drink a beer sometimes. It's just life. So I think it just changed when I went to college. But yeah, no, I was terrible at outdoors way before. Yeah, what about you? Because you got into rock climbing. I think we talked about this already, but I want to know again.
Yeah.
But you didn't even rock climb until 2 years ago, and you're already the best woman climber in Montana.
No.
From my reference, it seems like that.
I didn't really start climbing. I was kind of the same, not really the same, but I didn't, my parents didn't really do a lot of camping or anything. I did not really, we did the same thing where it was short, 3-mile hikes. And I was kind of the same way where I was one year our family had a New Year's resolution where we were gonna go hike the same hike every single once a month and look at how the seasons were changing. Very cliche thing to do. I was not into it, and especially when it was snowing, I was like, why, this is so dumb. But that was really my only experience with hiking or anything. And then it was the same thing. I just made friends with people who were I think a lot of it was my fitness level wasn't as good, and so
really
hanging out with a lot of people on the cross country team who were really, really, really fit and doing all these crazy things. And I was went on one for the first time. I've told this story a bunch of times, but one of the bigger ish peak bagging hikes that I did for the first time was in Glacier, and we did Mount Sai, which is over 10,000 feet. And I think there's just it's just there's this one section in the last 2 miles. It's just a lot of vert, and I just had never done anything like that before, and it was like terrible. I was like not having it. It was like the coolest thing I'd ever done, but also I was like not fit enough for it with like the people. It was like specifically like the people I was going with were like just absolutely just like sprinting up, and I was like so not having it. But it was so cool, and I was like, okay, well now I like want to be able to do all of this stuff all the time, and I was like, I just want to spend all of my time doing this. So I just like did a lot more hiking, and like that's why I started running too, which I started running too because I was like, I want to be able to do all of this stuff and like not have it be like hard. So I was like trying to do that, and then yeah, but it was kind of similar with climbing. Like I started climbing my senior year a tiny bit, like just indoors. I remember like the first climb that I ever did, like people always are like, I don't know if you experience this because you're like so good at running, but like when people are always like kind of like don't want to like run with you or whatever because they're like, oh, I'm not that good or whatever. But it's like, okay, well, I remember like not that long ago, I like was really bad at it too. And it's just like fun. So it's like not that big of a deal. But
that's currently how I feel climbing with you. I don't want to climb with you because every time I do, I feel like
I just feel like, yeah, because like I remember like the first V3 that I got, and I was like, this is so crazy. Like I'm so good right now. And it was like the hardest one I'd ever done. And so it's just like a cool experience. And then I was like kind of breaking into fours when I came to Carroll, and then I just started climbing like all the time, and then started working at like the rock wall at Carroll and working at Stone Tree and stuff. And so then I remember like the first time I ever went outdoor climbing, the camp applications and stuff like always ask you to like say what your favorite memory was, and that's like my because I remember it was a really small group and Thomas was there. And he just made it so much more fun. And we went climbing at Blue Cloud. And it was just like the coolest thing. Because I had wanted to go outdoor climbing for a long time. But if you don't like have people who like climb outside, like it's hard, like you can't really just go do that by yourself. Like you need so much equipment. You like need to know what you're doing enough, or like have someone who does know what they're doing. So it's like really hard to get into that. Like you can't just pick it up. I mean, you can go on YouTube, but that doesn't really like give you that much information. So that was like the first outdoor climbing, and I was like, this is so cool. Like it's like above like the whole tree line, and you can like see it all over like everything, and it's so cool. But I think that was like the first thing. But honestly, all of my like outdoor experiences and like doing stuff have all been in college. Like I had never like gone on long backpacking trips or like hiked anything like longer than like 5 I don't know, probably like 5 I don't know before. Yeah. And so it's like crazy being like, because that's like the coolest thing that I do and like the only thing I ever want to do. And so it's like weird that I like never had done any of that like 3 years ago or something. So it's just like, it's so weird.
Maybe it's like, I've always thought about like, because we didn't have those experiences like as kids. I've always like thought like, 'cause my brother used to do like a bunch of that stuff or like kind of, and he was like risky, but like now he doesn't want to do it. So I wonder if it's just like something that phases out. We just got introduced to it, and now we're like, oh, I love this.
Well, it's cool because like hearing about like Brad and stuff, like it sounds like people who kind of get into it in college like tend to do it when they're adults a little bit more, and like then they can actually appreciate it. Because I think sometimes when you're a kid, like when your parents are into something or like pushing you to do something, you're like, this is dumb. You know what I mean? Like I do not think that I would have had fun like doing like really strenuous hikes like when I was a kid, because like now I understand that there's like an actual like goal and like it's worth it, but like it's kind of not fun anyway sometimes when you're doing it now. So it's like I kind of get it, but
it's like the type 2 fun, like it's like which is, I don't know, it's like an interesting thing to invest in, but like
it is so weird. I don't know. So sometimes I always get so excited to do it, and then I actually start doing it. I'm like, oh, I forgot this kind of sucks.
And then you're like,
and then you get up there, and I'm like,
it's like, oh,
everything makes sense. It was so worth it. It was so fun. Then you don't tell anyone about any of the bad parts because you just forget once you get up there. Then you just get to go downhill. So then it's just so awesome, and then it's like, whatever.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. And then you're looking at like, I'll do stuff, and I'll take pictures, and then I'll like be like super corny, and I'll like look at it like on a flight when I don't have any service.
Oh my gosh,
I'll just, like, look through photos of like past experiences, and that's like the benefit. It's like the memories.
Yep. Then you get stuck in the middle of winter, and it's like terrible, and it's like
Yeah.
Wish I could be doing that
for
right
some
now,
of
but
us.
yeah, for some of
Someone
us
needs
who
to go
don't
ski.
ski.
Someone needs to go skiing.
I don't know how
more.
to ski.
You should have went this year. I think you would pick it up quick.
Really bad at skiing.
Well, you gotta do it more. That's how.
Okay,
it
but
goes.
here's the real problem: is that hiking and like doing all of that stuff is like mostly free. Skiing, I do not have the budget for this. I do not work 23 hours a week at the hack, so I don't have the funds. Yeah, 20 off the record. But I do not have the funds to pay to go slide down a hill.
It's not that like expensive if you just save up like a little bit of money. What are you spending your money on? You work on the same, not like the same hours as I do, but I feel like we work like congruent hours, and we have congruent jobs too. Like we both are receptionists.
We don't actually do anything. Do not call me a receptionist. You're totally a receptionist.
Okay, but
get out of here.
Okay, you're climbing
Okay,
coach,
I'm a
and then
receptionist.
exactly. And then we're both camps in the summer. I know you're probably a bigger position than me at the camp, so you probably get paid more there. You get paid $0. You get paid $0. I was gonna say it was like, oh
basically.
my. Well, yeah, I get paid. It was like $2,000 for the whole summer.
Yeah,
I was like,
$2,000.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yep.
Sorry, Chile camps. But yeah, no, and I also like don't believe that you never ran, because if you like ran on a college team, I think you'd be like,
I think I would cry.
I think you'd be pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, that would probably be good for me, because then I would like actually be forced to like go sometimes.
Yeah, but running's like not fun though.
Yeah,
like
running.
objectively, it's
He
like,
says that, but he likes it.
yeah, but like it's only fun. For
You
like,
you act like the way you talk about running is like completely different than you actually like it.
It's only fun when you have Strava. Like if you don't have Strava, no one can see what you're doing. I would not run.
You would not run. See, this is the problem with
benefits.
Strava. I took like a month off of uploading all of my runs to Strava, and it was kind of luxurious. I'm not gonna lie.
Seriously?
It kind of stresses me out a little bit.
I want to compare. I want to know that. I want to know my place in the running hierarchy.
That is crazy. Yeah, this is actually. We should talk about this.
Like how? Yeah, is Strava good?
Is Strava toxic?
Okay, I'll go first. I'll do a.
Please.
I guess it's not really a hot take, but like it's not.
Oh,
No, it's okay.
okay, yeah.
I think that it only pushes you. I think that like.
Yeah.
I think I've tried stuff that I didn't want to try because of Strava. I think like it's a good way to like it holds like all your photos. It holds like all your 13 minutes too long. It holds like all your photos, all your activities, like all they go through. Like I live on Strava. It's just pretty cringy, I know, but that's life. But I think like
I usually go on
Excuse me.
Strava and it's like someone uploaded a run 3 minutes ago and Patty is already
all right, doesn't matter. Better than
chronically on Strava.
better than Instagram, which I am also chronically.
I was gonna
on,
say
but it
you
doesn't
just
really
switch
matter.
between Strava and Reels.
I don't know where the time goes, but
It's your time travel. We could talk about that too. That is horrible.
Okay, that's a personal thing that
That's
we
a
should not
personal
talk
problem
about.
that we should. This is change. No more Backcountry Buzz. This is just let's just talk about Patty, your past traumas that has led you to this moment. It's
Instagram
therapy.
time travel.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was talking about Strava before Miranda rudely interrupted me. But I think like it tracks everything you have, and I think you can do other things, like or you can see other people do things. And I think it's like, oh, like I can like do this route that someone did, or oh, like someone did this like King of the Mountain or CR. Let me try to get in the top 10 or something like that, you know? And I think like it's only pushed me. Okay, this is like a personal thing, and I'll ask your opinion in like 2 seconds. But I think like for me, it's like really beneficial when it pushes me. And like I guess it like kind of sucks when like you see someone like do like really cool stuff and you can't do that stuff. But like I think it only like pushes you to do more cool stuff than the stuff that you are okay at, you know? Anyways, that's my take. But what about you? Let's see what you got.
I feel like that's probably true if you're like actually good at running. So that I feel like that is actually kind of beneficial. But I feel like if you're really bad at running and you don't actually like running, then maybe Strava's not the place for you.
But it's not like only a running app. Like you did like
That's true.
the South Teton or the Middle Teton?
Yeah.
That's
Middle
steez.
Teton.
That's steez. It doesn't like matter how fast you're going. It's just like a cool adventure.
True.
And like you put it on Strava and like, dude, like I'm really jealous. So if that makes you feel better, like I
Oh,
was
good.
like, oh my god.
See,
like,
but this is the
Kelly
problem.
Ryan
This
did
is what
that.
we're talking about.
But like it's not like a bad jealous. It's like it's just like or maybe
True.
it
I
is.
don't know.
But it doesn't like take away from anyone else's experiences. Like someone did like an 8-mile run around like their park. They're like, oh, this
I
is
agree
great.
with what
Like,
you're
yeah.
saying.
You know what I mean?
And I think that it is cool. But also the fact that you wouldn't run as much without Strava is like crazy. But also, you know what? Good for you, I guess.
Yeah, but also, okay, you can like post like climbs. I know you say it's like only for running, but like just post climbs and like take a picture. You've done this before.
I've done this before. Like, okay, here's the thing. It's actually really funny because
that's still flexing.
But I feel so like this is the thing is I don't really run that often, but I climb like every single day for like a long time, and I feel so annoying. So I don't really like post anything ever because I feel like.
You think I don't annoy people with my 5 times a week running? Like,
yeah. Here's like a good topic of conversation. I want to get a new watch because my watch doesn't like work for like it's good for like running kind of, but half the time my stats are all wrong, and I'm like, I swear I was not running that. Like that's not right. Like my heart rate was not that. Like I don't know. It's just like really janky. I don't know why. I probably also could get like a nicer watch that I already like similar one, but
you should.
But they don't work for climbing, and there's some that like actually have like really good climbing stats. So I feel like, okay, here's the thing is when I upload stuff to Strava, it's like how long I did it, and then it's like
it's like beats
feet of elevation gain, which doesn't even make sense because it doesn't track if I like climb up a vertical wall, like it doesn't.
Yeah, it's just
so
like
it always is just 0 feet, and then. That's like all the stats. And I'm like, that is so dumb. Like, why am I even uploading this? Like, this is so stupid. This is why. So I think it's just user error, actually. It's probably nothing against Strava, but I just don't know how to actually use it. And I actually don't actually run. So that's the problem.
Do they have like Strava for climbers? You can like, I don't know. Like, do they have
I think,
anything like that?
I know like some of the people, like Dr. Meyer has a shout out has an Apple Watch, and it like actually tracks like a lot more accurately, but I don't know, I'm trying to like do research because I think like one of the Coros ones might be better for that. Actually, okay, let's talk about this. Every time I bring this up, you like
garbage.
You're like mad. So what's your beef?
Garmin
Doesn't Aiden have a Coros watch?
Does. He can't listen to Spotify without his phone. Oh, but I can't.
Do you ever use Spotify without your phone?
Every ride.
You don't take your phone with you?
No, never.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
that's it, right?
Pretty much. But also, like, if I was a climber, I'd probably pick Coros. Like,
I don't think mine has music on it either, though.
Well, you gotta
mine's like
put more money.
Yeah, that's the thing. My like $250 is not enough.
Same.
So yeah, but
yeah. Well, you should get a Coros and see if it does better climbing stuff. Or an Apple Watch. I think Apple Watches are cheaper than.
Yeah, but it's. I don't want an Apple Watch.
Whispering and why not?
Did you have an Apple Watch at one point in your career?
I did in my long industrious career. No, I haven't.
As a corporate worker.
As a receptionist at the it's like 2/3 of my resume.
Yeah.
But
it's an important 2/3 still.
Yeah, it's huge for the jobs I'm trying to get. Super relevant. Backcountry and Love on the Spectrum. Let's find some similarities, except not. So it's like more of like a reward at the end of the day is Love on the Spectrum when I've done like all my homework and I'm like, wow, we get to watch Love on the Spectrum.
No, actually we don't, because you actually just are too busy being a pretend academic weapon, so we actually just don't watch it. Dude, you know what? This morning I was like, you know what? Screw you. I'm just going to watch the whole thing without you because I'm impatient and I feel like my whole life is riding on Love on the Spectrum.
No, I really want to watch the rest of it. To be fair, I didn't want to stay up too late last night because I work. Tuesdays and Thursdays I have work in the morning now. And then my paper is due on Friday. So I can't
he's got one.
It's a 5-page paper, but
one paragraph left, and he's been working on it for 4 days.
Oh, correction! It's done, and I have a meeting with the writing center tonight to see if it's going to be an A.
I thought you had a meeting with the writing center on like whatever day.
I have another one.
How'd it go? Did they tell you it was terrible?
Oh, he actually said that the content was sufficient.
Oh, sufficient. That sounds very average, but okay.
It was very average. He's like, yeah, I didn't really see like too much, and then I was like. I just kind of want like a beer above. And he's like, oh, it's fine then. I was like, perfect. But yeah, no, I had a lot of APA errors, unfortunately. So it's supposed to be like a hard class. So like, I've never been good at like writing papers. So like, I'm probably going to get like a C. But you know what?
It's just not true. This always happens. You say, oh, I'm going to get a C.
Oh, Patty.
Poor Patty. And then you get 100%.
That's just on the test because we have a cheat sheet and they're super easy. Yeah, what are your grades looking like? Let's talk about Miranda's grades.
So I don't actually
podcast.
go to real school, so I actually don't really have grades. I only take research methods, which is my one real class, and then I have
Wait, what else do you
keyboarding
Keyboarding
and sight singing, where I just
sight singing.
sing out of
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
hymnals all the time, and chamber choir, which I also just pretend to sing, and then my internship and voice lessons. It's just a lot of singing, and I just get an A at the end for it. So
You get an A for all of that?
yeah, I just show up sometimes. New topic of conversation. This is not relevant to backcountry at all. Like, I don't know what we're talking about.
Matter.
We both have so much stuff we could talk about that's
We
actually
do.
relevant on topic, and
We
we're just
can't.
not.
But
So
this is-
whatever. I was gonna ask you what you were doing because Josie and I were talking about this at lunch.
Ah.
I don't remember how it came up, but what's your life plans for the summer and next year
Gosh. Okay.
as a Carol grad?
Exciting stuff coming up. So, first off, move in with my parents.
Yes.
Because there's no rent in Colorado that I can even remotely
Dude,
afford.
every 22-year-old's dream right there.
That's every 22-year-old in our generation because
Yeah.
no one can afford anything. Thanks, United States.
Maybe if you had
Government,
worked
appreciate you.
40 hours at the Hack,
Dude,
you
it's
would
not even
be able
legal.
to afford it.
It's part-time for a reason. I'm gonna go home and hopefully work a job that I haven't found yet.
Okay,
But-
this is what Josie was asking. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
he's gonna go
had-
home and work, but I had no idea what he. Yeah, okay.
I have
Great.
my first and second choice job. They haven't gotten back to me. So I'm assuming that means that I haven't been accepted. So I think it's probably gonna be like Dutch Bros or something. If I had to be like absolutely honest. But I'll do that, and then I'm most excited about like doing a bunch of 14ers that I haven't been able to do. So I'm
Dude, that's
doing
what I
that.
want to go do. That's so sick.
Yeah, and then
Even though
so-
Colorado's actually dumb and there's nothing to do there.
Yeah,
So
don't come there. We don't have any more people on I-70, please. But then, yeah, so that's like mainly the stuff I'm excited about. Like, I'm going to do like 100 in the August and then probably another ultra in this fall. So I think it's just more like being able to get money and then spend money on races and gear. That's about it.
immediately lose it promptly after you get it.
I'm going to get like an Arc'teryx jacket. I have like no
Dude,
life
that's
goals.
Your
I
goal
have, like,
Arc'teryx jacket is on the list. That is crazy.
I was like looking at them
Please.
in class today. I was like, oh, it's because we get,
Those
like,
things. This is a good
Well-
topic of conversation that is related
Yes.
to backcountry. Let's talk about
The
the stigma
price,
around
the
the
price.
Arc'teryx
okay, is it
items.
I don't know. Like, I hate, but I want one. Like, I'm always gonna be like, oh, dude, it's so stupid that they charge like $400 for it.
Yep.
But like, also like, if
I got one from
you
like a
have one?
secondhand gear shop in Missoula, and it was like $100.
What? That's a steal.
I know.
You should pay like
And
$300 for that.
Yeah. That's
Dang.
my one item of clothing, and I would never buy one if I.
Is it waterproof?
No. Nope. Found that out the hard way.
Oh, is it?
Lots
Is that,
of
that was that one? I thought that was like a
No,
Patagonia
that was a
one.
Patagonia
I was
one.
gonna
That
say,
one
yeah.
on that trip.
That was
We
a
went on a
Patagonia
trip.
windbreaker.
We have to explain
Yeah.
things. There's a lot of background story that
Whoops.
just
All right.
went.
Go.
We went on a trip to Glacier. Very exhilarating
Yes.
trip. With camp. And we went on a trip, and I don't know, didn't look at the weather. I was like,
I don't think any of us did.
yeah, so it rained really hard, and we were going on like, I don't know, what was it, like 14
like-
miles or something?
Yeah, we were gonna do Mount Flinch.
Yeah.
or
We did
Flinch
not.
Peak,
We
and
just made it to the pass because
because
it was super
was-
foggy, and there was
it was
just,
like
and it was
60 mile
like
per hour
with a
winds.
wind, and
Your
it was
hat blew
raining. Oh
off.
my gosh, don't talk about that's a sore subject. That was like, I can't even.
Randall
Anyways,
lost her hat, is what we're trying to say.
Yeah, we didn't make it because there wasn't really any point because we weren't gonna be able to see anything even if we made it up. So, anyways,
Yeah, that would be
um,
so cool.
but I just had like this windbreaker,
and it
and
was waterproof, right?
it was not waterproof. It was like a wet tissue in like an hour.
It's
And it was so
good,
much. It was like the most
halfway up.
weird looking thing ever because it was just like completely like wilted, and it was just soaking wet. And it was like worse because like leaving it on, and I like ended up getting another jacket from Skylar that was like
Yeah.
her dad's in like the 90s, and it was like huge, but it was a lot better than that tissue.
Yeah,
But
like,
yeah.
those are not meant for.
Those not
And I
meant-
was wearing a trash bag because
Yeah, he
halfway
was so
through
much.
the
I
drive
was
up-
jealous, dude. I could have used
forgot.
one of those. Yeah, he was like dry the whole time.
Yeah,
so
that was great for me. I
you
was
don't
just
need to
sweaty.
spend money on Patagonia
Just
windbreakers. Just trash
did work.
bags
If you buy like a 60-pack of trash bags.
Yeah, and
that's
people were
a
laughing at
different
you,
life.
but it
But
worked.
They weren't
So
laughing.
They weren't
how dry
Who's
I was.
laughing now?
Miranda sure wasn't.
Yeah.
And on that same trip, one of the cooler animal stories that I've seen, we walked past like 4 moose, and we got like 10 feet up.
Mises.
Mises. And we got like 10 foot up to like one of the. There was like a mom. Was there?
I
there
think so. I
calves?
didn't even see the other.
Yeah,
I didn't even
someone
notice them
said
because
there
I was
was-
so stressed out about the mom or whatever
Yeah.
that was like so close to us. I was like,
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, just keep walking. I was like,
Yeah,
"Ah."
it was like, like someone said there was like calves, like, and so the trail was like right between the mom and the
Straight
calves.
between. If
So
I
I'm,
had
like,
known
looking-
that, I would have been
yeah,
even more stressed out. So I'm glad I didn't know that
was-
until after we walked by.
Yeah, I was like looking at that. I was like, oh, we're gonna die because usually they're super
Yeah.
aggressive. But like, yeah,
She
we
did
just walked
not
past,
care.
and she just
The
like
maternal
ate.
instincts were not there.
she did. Yeah, she was not. She did not care. Then I remember like looking across. We like got out of the thing, and like the male one that we saw was like looking at us. It was so cool. That was like one of the more dope moose sightings. I gotta get a moose tattoo with all the moose experiences
tattoo.
I've had. I want to get.
Do
one.
you have
like,
any
my
cool
badge.
animal stories?
Yeah, I do. I have. Oh my gosh. There was one time I was backpacking in Colorado, and I saw 3 bull moose, like together in a field, and they all looked at me at one time when I was like trailing the group. It was the coolest experience of my life. Like it was like, well, I don't know how like
Just like
territorial.
violin music just starts playing.
I was like like one
Just
teardrop
one
rolling
tear
down my.
drop.
Like, it's so
It's so
beautiful.
beautiful.
But but it was like one of those moments that you see like a movie, and maybe I'm like it could be just like my memory toying with me. Like it could have just been like really
Just made
stupid.
it 40 times more dramatic than it actually was.
I just keep building on it. But no, it was like super cool. And like I don't know how territorial they get, but I thought like male moose didn't like hang out together. But I guess they did. So they were just
They're
like sitting
not
there.
friends.
Yeah, they were not. I guess they were chilling. So that was pretty cool. And I have like a couple of those, but I want to ask you about yours.
I don't see animals because the animals hate me. So I can't even like. I have this dream about mountain goats because I think they're so cool and they all hate me. So I've only seen one.
One?
Well, there was
That's
2
it?
at the time, but they
was
were
that up the trip we had? Because we saw one there. It
no.
was like far away, but
The ones that were like specks that actually weren't
Yeah.
goats. No, that does not count.
One of
Everyone
them
was
was- one of them
gaslighting
was,
me.
wasn't
They're
it?
like, "Oh, that's a goat," and it was
It
like
was. It
a
totally
white
was.
speck from
what
like
else is white on those mountains?
a mountain that was like so far away.
Yeah, because it's a mountain goat.
Yeah. So what's happening?
But nothing else.
No, I've seen one when we did the Highline Trail,
Oh, like-
and I did not like the Highline Trail because there were so many people. It was terrible.
oh yeah.
did not pick that.
Don't
Off
do
the-
Highland Trail.
Off the record, I did not pick that, and I would never pick that. But it was fun. It was like 15 miles or something. It was like chill, but it was not. I was like,
It's kind of.
it was cool. Like the mountains were cool, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just like peak bagging way more. So I was like, kind of like, felt like not as exciting, but
yeah.
it's fine.
Go do like Reynolds or something, or like Mount Oberlin. Those
Dude,
are like way more.
Yeah,
fun.
Oberlin I want to do.
Oberlin. It's like 2 miles. You could do that like now. Just go. It's like a 2 mile hike. I think
Is it?
it's so easy.
That's crazy.
It's like the easiest
I
one.
don't know. There's so many things I want to do there. So next fall, I'm just gonna live there and not go to school. So that's my plan.
Yeah, that sounds
Or
like
go
yeah.
run away to Spain. That's my other
Dude,
option.
honestly,
right now. So one of those 2 options will
you-
be happening.
look into
in the
Spain.
fall.
Look into Spain. 'Cause
Dude.
you always like you're a hop
I
skipping
know.
away from Montana, but you're not hop.
Well, I
skipping
was
away in
texting.
Spain.
So I was talking to people about studying. I think we've gone through like this
We've
is
done
like
this-
our 20th
yeah,
conversation.
I've been
I'm pretty
trying
sure we
to
were in the
convince
middle
her.
of one conversation like
Probably, but
a
go to
while
Spain.
ago that
Spain
we
is
did not.
Spain would be so cool. I've
Well,
heard like only
yeah.
good things.
Well, I was texting my mom about that. I was like talking to the person about going somewhere,
Shannon,
and she was like really excited about it.
Actually, it's like,
Didn't Patty go to Norway? It's like, no, my mom was like, I was like, how did you remember that? Like, I feel
Dude,
like I
nice.
mentioned that like one time, like a long time ago.
Mom's got a
so.
good memory. Jeez. Wear
wear
a long
pants.
sleeve shirt and jacket. You would always just be like in like summer
That would be
clothes,
pretty
which is
sick.
I want
Summer
to. I want
clothes
to
are
live.
way better.
They're so good. I want to
So
live.
much less work.
Yeah, I want to like live somewhere where I can like just be in shorts.
I have
my
so
entire
many
life.
shorts.
Yeah.
And I love shorts.
Shorts are underrated.
Yeah,
by the way,
people hate
especially-
shorts, but
Especially when we live in Montana. Everyone's wearing jeans here. Why are so many people
I don't know.
wearing jeans? I don't like jeans.
Yeah. You know, you could not wear jeans ever.
I do not wear jeans. I wear like my mom jeans that I got from the thrift store because I thought they looked cool, but I don't know about that.
That is crazy. I'm never gonna see you wearing jeans the same ever again. Be like,
What?
wow, you look so cool in your mom jeans.
It only enhanced your view.
Yeah,
of what my
your
jeans looked
perception.
like.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna like overthink it.
Like-
What your life plans after college?
Oh, didn't I already say
Are
it?
you done? Is that all? Maybe Dutch
no,
Bros
well,
and run
Dutch,
some ultras. That's it.
Dutch Bros run ultras, and then I'm gonna get my master's degree and be a therapist, which I actually am excited about. But it's a long way to get there, so I'm not looking forward to that.
Got
But-
Dutch Bros to look forward to. In the meantime.
Dutch
What's
Bros
your
and
other
McDonald's.
jobs you were
Well, I
wanting?
wanted to be like a mental health tech, but it's either
It's either mental health tech or Dutch Bros.
Dutch Bros. Or be like an ABA therapist, which you don't need a lot of qualification for. But I have a sneaking suspicion that my application isn't good enough. Or they're just like doing the tax break thing. I don't know if this is a conspiracy or not. The tax break thing where they like look for people, but they don't actually hire because it like, I think you get a break in your taxes. I'm getting all my information from Instagram Reels.
I was
don't
gonna
actually
say
know, but
based on our conversation we had a couple days ago on tax day, I don't think you know anything about
Yeah.
taxes.
but the taxes are like, you don't have to pay them.
Yeah. See,
If you're like
I hope that
my
the
mom
people
is an
who
accountant. She said that she's IRS.
yes, Polly.
Polly is always right with the taxes. She's been doing taxes for longer than we've been
Her
alive.
whole life is
Longer than
about
we've been alive.
taxes.
It is like
That is
She is an
terrible.
accountant, so Polly knows about the taxes.
Yeah.
So and she said I didn't need
Dude,
to do
your
taxes.
family is like just so professional.
They are. You should see
They're-
it. It's so funny. It's like
What does your dad do?
my dad is like he's an incredibly bright guy. He like works as like it's like computer science. I don't know. He's not like a salesman, but he's like a support to companies like for accounts, like huge like things. Like he's been like well renowned in his company or previous company because they did a bunch of other stuff. But it doesn't matter. But it's like, he's like really successful and he's like a really bright and like very squared away guy. He likes listening to jazz music and sitting on the couch. The guy is quite literally the
That's
best
funny.
person that you could
Yeah.
ever look up to.
Yep.
So yes, that's
And
my
your
family.
alleged twin, apparently.
My twin, yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully. Dude.
I hope to
Yep.
be able to grow up like him someday.
Yep. And then your
Yeah.
two successful brothers.
Okay, don't rub it in. We don't
Let's
need to
talk
rub it
about
in.
this.
Yes, I'm the black sheep of my family. I get it.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
Backcountry Buzz with family.
Yeah, let's talk about your family. Talk about your
What about
black
your
sheep of
family?
the family on the backcountry. This is like the most horrible podcast we've ever tried to do. This is not good.
Let's see how this does. Let's see how this does.
I would not want to
We're
listen
gonna go
to
from
this.
2 listeners, me and you, to 3 listeners.
Who?
I don't know. Someone misclicked.
is
Someone
bad.
misclicked.
I think I might have an aneurysm trying to listen to this conversation back. Because I've never had to like listen to a conversation we've like organically had back, but I like already
a
feel
lot
like
of
I lose
problems.
brain cells when it's like happening in real time. And I feel like if I try to listen to it later,
Every-
I'm gonna be like,
Hot
we need
hot
like a
chocolate
topic that you
crash
could like
out.
crash out about. That's
Oh,
not the hot chocolate.
literally
'Cause that's not very
anything.
eventful.
I'm very type
Should you-
A,
do you
so
wanna
I-
talk- Let's talk type A. Okay, I've been thinking about this recently. Are you
What?
more type A or type B? Let's talk about
I've
it.
always been type B. Maybe not like
Let's
recently.
how does this apply to your everyday life?
Well,
I'm pretty sure there's like a type C too. Can we look at this up?
Yeah, look it up. Okay, this here. One second.
'Cause
Look it
I'm
up.
actually really
I
interested
I
in
need
this.
another hot chocolate.
Oh
so
my
you
gosh,
just
you're
monologue
kidding.
for like
You're
20
actually
seconds.
gonna go get more hot chocolate.
To the sky.
Big Sky Small World is sponsored by the Carroll College Communications Center.
Helping the Carroll and Helena communities with presentations, multimedia, and podcasting since 2020.
Find us in the library or email Director Alan Hansen at ahansen@carroll.edu.
Type A, the director. Goal-oriented, risk-taking, good under stress. Okay, this is personality types, not type. Type A. Time-conscious, competitive, goal-oriented, multitasking, leadership, stress tolerance. Type B, relaxed attitude, flexibility, creativity, interpersonal skills, work-life balance, non-competitive nature. Type C, quiet, focused, introverted, thoughtful, controlled, cooperative, creative, conflict resistant. Type D, negative, this is not a word. Social. I've been having a conversation with future you for the last like 5 minutes, so I'm glad you're back.
Fill me in.
We've been talking about me and future Patty have been talking. It's mostly a one-sided conversation, but
Oh, I know. I hope so.
we're talking about me.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about the 4 personality types. Type A personality:
Okay.
time conscious,
Angie.
competitive,
Angie.
goal-oriented, multitasking, leadership, stress tolerance.
Wait, like good stress tolerance? or
Yeah,
bad
like
stress-
good
really?
stress tolerance.
I thought it was the opposite.
Perform best under pressure, showing remarkable resilience in the face of challenges.
Oh, okay.
Type B, relaxed attitude, flexible, creative, interpersonal skills, work-life balance, non-competitive nature. And then there's like C, allegedly, which is quiet, focused, introverted, thoughtful, controlled, cooperative, creative, conflict resilient.
Isn't that just
And then
D?
type D,
Type D?
this is not real. Okay,
This
type
can't- dude, they're
A
just
and type
making stuff
B.
up.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. What are you? I'm curious to hear
Dude,
your
I'm
thoughts.
type B. I
Really?
wish that I wasn't. I've actually been, I don't know why I've been thinking about this so much recently. I think it's just because I'm like late to like everything and I really wish that I wasn't. But like, I'm consistently like at least 2 minutes late to everything. And I just cannot figure that out.
Is
So,
that like why you're type A or type B, or are you like
no,
saying
it's just the
that's
reason that I've been thinking about it a lot is because I'm always freaking late and it bothers me so bad, but I can't figure it. Anyways, yeah, I'm definitely type B. I wish that I
Really?
wasn't. The thing is I feel like some people who are type B just like accept it and are like fine with it, but like it bothers me so bad and like
why?
I try to like not be, but it only lasts for like 5 minutes, so that's the problem.
But why? What's wrong with type B?
Well, to me, being type B is like I feel like type A people are like super neat and like organized all the time and like
Really? Type
on
A?
time to stuff.
Isn't that like? Can I see the definitions?
I'm pretty. This is
isn't-
maybe not a good. Wait here.
I don't know. No, it's like. Well, maybe I like did this in a book. Like
I was gonna say this is like you're majoring in type A versus C. So why do you not know?
Well, so a type A person
Okay.
would typically be characterized as a. Like I thought it was just like quicker to like emotion. I thought it wasn't.
But I think there's like habits and stuff that are like
Like having an
more
aggressive
stereotypical.
nature. Really? I feel like it's so okay. To be fair, like it's so stupid that it's like two.
they like
you only
put
have
people in
two.
boxes. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
that's why there's type A, B, C, D,
What's like even
E, F,
it's-
G.
It's like because I feel like you have, like type A certain characteristics.
I mean that's true.
yeah, it's like yeah,
But
it's so
well,
dumb
this
to
is
like
why we're
I'm
talking
mainly
about
type
it.
B. It's like no, like
We're thinking outside the
okay,
box.
this is everybody.
No way, it's been like an hour. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty wild. But like everybody is like someone could be be determined, but they could also be peaceful, and someone could be aggressive, but also be stable.
Okay,
it's
this
just,
is
it's
dumb.
so dumb.
But
like
okay,
no, like I'm
look
just
up like type A versus B like habits.
okay.
Also, I feel like I'm just standing in front of the hack desk right now. This is like what happens. So now I'm like thinking about it, and I'm like, I probably stand there for
Let's-
like at
let's-
least an hour
let's
every
read-
single time, and I just don't know because it just goes by really
Let's
fast.
rename this segment to the Hack Desk
Has-
Chronicles.
We should just do this at the hack desk. You know how
Bring
much
the
credit we could have
microphones.
gotten from just doing
This-
this at the desk because I just do this
It's
anyway.
just arguments. and,
Next
like,
time
me
you
just
work, we should go
having
get the
mental breakdowns.
we should go get the portable microphones and just
That'd
sit
be
at the
so
desk
funny.
next time you.
It's like that one.
Let's talk about foods we don't like.
No one say hold up. Let's okay.
I
we,
have so
we
many
can.
things to
We
talk
can.
about.
So we'll do another one of
Okay,
these because
fine.
these are fun. I actually like. Let's just do this like twice a week for the rest of
We
this
just have
semester.
the Gossip Girls
The
section.
You know what? Backcountry Buzz has been retired. It's too professional. Wait. Yeah, it's just saying like the qualities again. Let's just wrap this up like real quick for the type A, type B. But I don't see
Okay.
like any. There's a quiz. I'm not taking the quiz. But
Take the quiz.
but it's like there's no like I don't know.
You could just
Maybe
take
is
the-
there like a certain website? But like I can't find it. I cannot find the type A, type B thing. I don't think it's. I don't know. What are you talking about? Like type A people are like what? Like more athletic or something, or more. Like they like to organize their
Yeah.
stuff. Like, they're like, what?
Okay, so why did you say you were type B then?
Well, because like, I've always been type B. Like, I've like as a
You don't
kid,
even know what it
you
means,
should have seen.
apparently.
Okay, you know what's crazy is like you should have seen me as a kid versus like who I am now. Like as a kid, like
Well,
I was
you
like,
sometimes tell me those stories, and it sounds like
well, I was like so shy as a kid, and like I was like a terrible person to be around because I was just like so like uppity and like. And like I was not chill at all, but I feel like I've like mellowed out, and like I feel like I'm like
you're
more
so chill now. Josie always says that you're just, that chill guy thing.
Yeah,
that's what
like
he
the-
always. That's
the
what,
meme
that's
that they
what
have.
he always
Yeah.
says that you are.
But also like I feel like I'm more type A now because I have like more feelings and like I'm more.
Jeez.
I'm like slightly more aggressive maybe or something. I don't know. I don't know if that's like the best thing to say, but that's how it is.
This thing
yeah.
says self-driven, highly competitive. This is type A. Ambitious and goal-oriented.
Yeah, I feel like that's more me now. I feel like that wasn't me, but
Okay, so you're type A now?
yeah.
Is that what
I
you're
think
saying?
okay. That's why I think this is all like so stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
This
it's
is like
people
every
change,
single-
personalities change. Like everyone has like different qualities of like each one. Like
Yeah.
it's so dumb. Like
I
no
think
offense to the people
It's
that
just
made
like every
this,
single
but-
adjective that you could ever use
Yeah,
to
it's-
describe someone on one list.
Yeah, it's like they don't even like match half the time. Like one of them's like it's prepared, and then like one of them's like is late. I don't know. It's just like very horoscopy.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I feel like what's
this
that one?
This thing just says in simple terms like type A is competitive, time urgent, hostile, and aggressive.
Yeah.
And then type B is relaxed, patient, easygoing.
Okay, but like, what's that one with like the 16 different combinations, like the INTS,
INTB
whatever,
or whatever?
That one's way better. Because like, even though it's like
ENFJ
not like
or something
very accurate or anything,
That's
but it's like, but, like even though it's like not like, again, it's like putting people in like these large boxes that like it's crazy to think that like there's only 16 types of like or like 24. I don't even remember. The
Next
combination.
podcast we should do
a
it.
test.
And we should answer both of the questions at the same time and like talk about which one we would put.
Because I already
'Cause that sounds
do you know which one
interesting.
yours is? Because we could like, we could,
I
like,
think so,
start
yeah.
now. Which,
Actually.
let me,
I
pull
took
yours
one
up.
of them and I don't
Mine's, like-
remember, but I sent it to someone.
Mine's like the green one. That's how I always like. Mine's a green one. That, like it's like Frodo or something.
Frodo? What
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
like,
test
well,
are you taking?
well, it's like the one online. Like the what is it called? INTGS? INTG?
You're just saying letters.
No, help me
I'm
out.
pretty sure it's like the
Quartz
Myers-Briggs
person.
thing.
Yeah, okay, that's
It's
Why
not
did
what
you
it's
say that
called.
before?
I
That's
just
exactly
did
what it
because you
is.
just asked me.
Because because like, I don't know, you're just saying
ENFJT. That's the
words.
one I
And then was
have.
like, wait, is it
ENFJT.
personality test 3.
Frodo?
Yeah, that's like the comparison.
Isn't that
thing.
like the dog? No, that's Toto. I was gonna say it's not
Get outta
the
here.
dog in whatever that movie's called.
If you see Wicked or something.
Well, yeah, like what's that movie actually called though? The Wizard of Oz. That's
Wicked,
what it's
dude.
called.
It's called Wicked.
Have you seen that movie?
The Wizard of Oz or Wicked?
Wicked.
No,
I haven't
didn't-
seen
I didn't have enough
Wicked.
money.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here's the thing. No, this is a good topic.
What?
You always are like, oh, I don't have money for this, but you just have money for your money priorities are just different. You just are like, oh,
Well,
you
yeah,
have
like-
money for that, but you're
okay.
just gonna spend money on.
Yeah, I did spend like $500 in his shoes the last like 3 months. So
Did you actually?
yeah, because I burned
Didn't
out of them
you-
so quickly.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, didn't you buy some that are like really expensive though?
They were cheap because like I got them for like $200. They're usually like $350
Which one?
at REI. They're like Nordas.
The Norda ones.
They're like really nice trail running shoes. Like I like put on more.
Are they
Hokas.
good?
Oh my gosh! Like yeah, like
Really?
I usually like do Hokas, and I put like my new Hokas on like the other day to break them in, and like it wasn't even a comparison. Like I'm stuck into this $350 shoe now, which kind of
Shouldn't have
sucks.
done that. What
Yeah,
Hokas did you get?
Just like the Speed Goats,
Hmm.
but I've done the Mafates, and like they're both like okay, but for, like long distances, not so much. I am. I'm a
yeah.
mediator. I'm a
You're
mediator.
what?
I'm an INFPT. The last time I
Wait,
took it,
What is it? What does these stand for? Let's do the breakdown.
The breakdown? I don't. Oh, you can tap on it. Cool. I'm introverted, intuitive, feeling, prospecting. I don't know what that means. Yeah, see, look, Frodo.
What?
Or no,
Wait,
it's actually J.R. Tolkien. But close
what?
enough. Yeah.
Let me see that.
No, yeah, here.
Wait,
No.
it's like a person?
Yeah, we can just look. We'll
What?
just look. Do you
Wait,
know your
screen
thing?
protector on? I can actually see your screen.
Yeah,
now.
because I got a new one.
Okay, wait, what?
Go back.
Oh, it's like a quote. Like,
Well, wait. Like I was.
it's a quote.
You want to see yours? Is
Procra-
that what you're doing?
I have
Just like go click back. and
Barack
then-
Obama.
You're Barack Obama.
Oh, that's protagonist. I
wish I
may
was
know. Is
Barack
that what
Obama.
you're talking about? Yes.
Yes.
Do a
but,
Barack
yeah.
Obama impression.
My fellow Americans, we have been through some trying times lately.
I knew you would have one.
Yeah, it's pretty mid, but
Yeah.
my Trump one's a little
J
bit
Lo, Ben Affleck,
Hmm?
Oprah Winfrey.
That's who yours
Dude,
are?
I'm so cool.
What?
Yeah, mine's 63%
terrible.
extroverted. That's such a lie.
That's totally true. You're lying.
I'm not an extrovert.
I disagree. That's just like outside looking in, and like I guess you would say.
Yeah,
the same for me,
I was
but-
gonna
yeah.
say. I hate. Oh, okay.
Do you get more charge out of like sitting in your room by yourself?
Yeah. Well,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, maybe just fake it. But like you still, I don't know. I guess it depends on the person though. Because
That's
like,
the thing. If
yeah.
I don't like you, okay. If I don't like 100% like someone,
That's-
I don't want to. Like, I do not spend time with people. Very like.
That's a
If
really
I
good
don't
point.
100% like someone, I do not want to spend time with them. People I hang out with are it's like Josie. That's like
yeah,
it.
Josie and like Jared and like 5 other people probably, and then like
And I just like, and I like talk to people. Like, I don't dislike talking to
Yeah.
people, but like at the end of the day, I do not want to spend time with that many people. Like outside of like
I don't know why. Why is that?
school and stuff.
Is it like
It's just like
I've always wondered
exhausting, but
about
it's not
the-
really exhausting to like
Well-
hang. I think that's the thing is it's like
Is
it
it-
doesn't exhaust you to hang out with like select people, but
Yeah.
like it does with like most other people. So I
Yes.
just like would rather just like.
that's not like a hot take because like everyone has their people, but it's like
Well, it's like
I wonder
you
why.
think about like at the end of the day, you like have done an entire school day,
yeah,
and it's like
I just
most
wanna-
people I think about, and I'm like, yeah, I'm too tired to hang out with
Yeah,
people right now.
like-
But like most of the, but like there's some people where I'm like, oh yeah, like it's not gonna like take
drain
extra
me.
energy for me to hang out
Yeah,
with you.
it's-
So it's like,
that's a crazy thing to
Fine.
think about. It's like I wonder if it's just like the amount you like care about like what they think, maybe, or maybe it's the opposite, or like maybe you
Yeah.
just know that it like doesn't like matter, like what you say. Because like I feel like that's the same thing with like. Dude, are you handing this to me?
Yeah.
Thank you. But like I feel like it's the same thing. It's like like family or something. I don't know how you feel about your family, but like I feel like I can be around my
Yeah.
family pretty long. Cause like we
I
understand.
think it's
that,
also
it
like
doesn't
how
matter,
much
like,
you
what we
are
say.
yourself, I guess. Too,
That's true, too.
because like
That's sad. That's really sad.
no, but that's I think what
Isn't
it
it?
is because
Yeah, it
I
is.
feel like I'm like
But like, isn't it sad that you can't like
that's
feel like
true, and it's like most people.
Yeah,
That's
you
like
can't
kind of
feel-
sucks.
that's like yeah, because
but
like,
that is true.
and like, do you ever have those moments where you're like sitting with someone like you kind of know, and then like you say something and like there's no reaction, you're like, oh god,
Yeah.
and you just kind
Or
of like
like
have
if
that
it's
rush
hard
of
to
like
talk to them. That's the other
Yeah.
thing. Like if I feel like I have to like work to like talk to them, then it's like
it's like not fun.
hard or like I don't know.
Mm.
There's so many things like that where like I realized, especially like this school year, because I feel like in freshman year, like everyone's friends.
Yeah,
And
it's
like
kind of everyone's like more willing, 'cause,
especially like the
nobody
first semester, like I
knows.
felt like I was friends with every single
yeah,
person
yeah,
at school.
you're
It was
you're
like
hey,
not
hey,
real.
hey,
It was
hey,
like, yeah. And then like now I like only spend time with people that I actually like want to like actually invest time in, you know? And it's so weird because it's like when I started hanging out at Stone Tree and like actually like having friends there, I was like, that's so weird because I like feel like very like myself around that group of people, but I am like, that's weird because then it made me realize like how many people I like hang out with during the day that I'm like
just
not
like,
that
oh
weird.
my
You know what I
God,
mean?
like-
I was like, oh, like I would never like, cause I just like feel like I'm like kind of weird. And so I'm like, but I feel like I like actually like don't have to like filter what I'm saying or whatever
it's just,
around
like-
like,
it's like
the
if you're-
people that I like spend time with now.
It's like,
So
it's like the no judgment thing. I feel like it's like most of the
Yeah.
time, like when I'm with someone like that, even if I like mess up, like I don't have to like think about it. It's just like, oh, like I mess up and like they like laugh it off or something. It's like I don't really have to try to like be like, I'm sorry they said that to offend you.
Or,
like,
like,
sorry.
yeah,
Like who cares, you know?
yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like kind of sad to think about like how many people can't be themselves like to most people, and it's like we don't really know. Like that's the thing is like
Yeah,
we
well,
walk
that's
past
the
so many
thing.
people, you
don't
have
know-
no idea
you don't know nobody.
we don't know anybody. It's
That's
like,
true.
even like our closest friends, I feel like people like don't really know them. Is that crazy?
Yeah.
Like really?
Well, and I always think it's really telling, like, if you get to, like, meet their family.
Mm.
And, like, I mean, not everybody's family, obviously, but I think, like, most people's families, like, who they are around their family is, like, very, like,
I disagree.
no.
I
Okay.
just what is that your experience? Like you're very yourself around your family? Like no filter,
Yeah.
nothing? Like obviously like there's some things you can't say. Like you're gonna have like different humor with friends.
Well, yeah.
Really?
But, like,
Like you're just like completely yourself all the time.
yeah, I mean, I think so.
Really?
with
That's
my
fascinating.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't think so?
No, I mean, I need to be professional. Like I don't need
What?
to be. But it's like,
You're
yeah, like,
professional.
no, I'm like very like well spoken.
Oh.
Like I turn my brain on. Like I don't want to. Like I don't want to like. And like it doesn't mean that like my parents haven't seen me at like my lowest points and like my highest
Yeah.
points. Like they know like what troubles me and like what's
Yeah.
going on in my life. But they like. It's like I feel like
Interesting.
yeah, you know, it's like I just like don't want to like seem like the like my
That's
name's
fair.
Patty, stupid stuff like I always do. So it's
He's
like
very
it's
intelligent.
just, and they're like, wow, like this college education was
Wow,
well,
I'm really
well purchased.
my money is really,
Like,
I'm
my
really
money-
invested my money into. He's so
Yeah, like,
well spoken.
Yeah, like I don't
That's
want
so
them to feel
funny.
like all their like efforts of parenting have been wasted on this dude that's like, hey, what's up? My name's Patty, and like you know, so it's like I'm like a little bit different, you know.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
That's kind of cool. Like I've kind of wondered. I've kind of like tried that, where it's like I try to be myself, and like I feel.
And they're
bad.
disappointed.
Yeah, that's like a bad thing
That
to
is
say.
terrible.
That's like,
Well, yeah.
but it's
I
not
don't
like,
know.
It's not like they want me to be that way, but it's just like I just feel more comfortable that way.
Do you think like you were more like yourself when you were in high school, or like do you think it's like do you think that's been different since like you don't live there anymore?
Like you mean at
Or-
home or like in school? Or?
Yeah, at home. Like, do you think you like become more like I need to be or like
I think I tested the boundaries like everyone does, and like that didn't go so well because you know. You're like,
let's dive into
Let's
that.
not, and let's keep private lives to private lives. Like, you definitely did the same thing where it's like you like test the boundaries and like you try to be someone like you differentiate. That's what this is like the psychological. Yeah, we like differentiate and like so you like try to be apart from your parents. So you like test the boundaries and then and then it doesn't work out all the time. And then you kind of have to ditch that until you go to college. And then you do it again in college. And then you feel like, and then you're like, oh, there's too much differentiation. I kind of screw up. And then you come back to that middle spectrum. And I think you just end up more like your parents. So
It's all inevitable. You can try and resist it, but you would just become them. So it doesn't even. Might as well just not try.
It's so funny. It's like, it's not even a bad thing.
Just
Like,
gonna become an accountant named Polly in your
hey.
future. It's inevitable.
Yeah, I don't want their jobs, but I would love to be like them orally. I don't know,
Just
too
you
much
just don't want it.
information. But yeah, what about you?
You don't want to have their jobs. And my dad
No.
does data analysis for pharmaceutical companies.
Big
and I
pharma?
do not.
I'm just kidding.
I do not know how to do that, so that will not be me.
I feel like you're gonna do like climb guiding or something. I think like temptation's too much for you. I can't see you in a. I would actually be disappointed in you if you like did a regular
No
job.
pressure or anything.
Yeah, like I know your LinkedIn is like 5 years is gonna be like Miranda Brown, like guide at Canada Banff National Park.
Rock 20.
Real Rock 20.
I'm gonna be on Real Rock 20.
Miranda's gonna be free soloing.
Dude, speaking of which, we gotta watch the Real Rock 19 comes out like on actual like for the people who
Theaters?
didn't go watch it.
Oh my god,
It comes out in like a
busy.
week, and it's really good. So we should watch or one of them specifically was really good. So we should watch that one.
I'm down.
Got any wise words? The wise words that Brad had at the end of the podcast last time was really funny.
Do you have any?
He said, you're not gonna remember the parties for multiple reasons. That was his quote at the end.
That was legendary.
I know, I forgot about that till I re-listened to it.
I want to hear what Miranda has to say.
Follow your dreams. I mean, no.
You-
I'd rather have gummy bears any day.
Then what? Then Chardonnay?
I don't know, what's the quote?
It's like gummy bears or flowers or something.
I would rather have
gummy bears and flowers any day.
Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Boyfriend forever. My Prince Charming doesn't bring me flowers. You know I'd rather have gummy bears any day.
That's Abby from Love on the Spectrum.
The milk
We
to my
are-
shirt.
The milk to my
Does not make
Chardonnay.
sense at all. That is so terrible.
It's like I really want to try that now. The milk Chardonnay.
Milk and Chardonnay. It's like those dirty sodas, but
Slapping
it's like
pockets. Dirty
Chardonnay.
sodas.
That's like milk and Chardonnay. It's like the
Is that
same
what a
thing.
dirty soda is?
What?
I thought a dirty soda was like
It's like
I think
soda
that's what,
and,
that's
like,
what people
creamer.
who are Mormon drink.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like creamer and soda.
Yuck.
Have you not had this? It's kind of good.
Oh, it's like an Italian.
It's like an Italian soda,
Oh, okay, I've had
but
that.
it's like it's just like yeah.
It's
It's just basically the same thing. It's kinda
dirty
good.
soda. So stupid.
But
Yeah,
milk and Chardonnay, that's like the same thing. All right,
Oh,
we are getting off topic,
fine.
and there's someone waiting, so you might want to cut this
Thank you for listening
to Backcountry Buzz on the Big Sky Small World podcast, and we'll
hope
see
you
you.
enjoy.
It's over. All right,
Okay,
goodbye.
Bye.
Big sky, small world, walking on high mountain alone. Took a
Thank you for tuning in to Big Sky, Small World. Theme song by Alex Coulter. Please follow and leave comments on Instagram at bigsky.smallworld.
To the big sky.
That's another thing where I'm just like calling like, oh, I should not have a hot chocolate by the studio.
Dr. Hanson's gonna
equipment.
email you.
Dr. Hanson's
Patty,
not
I
gonna
saw
like
on the Instagram that you
Oh, dude,
were
you're
drinking.
right.
Are they taking pictures right now?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. Please
Good thing
just
I'm not
drink that into the
slurping.
microphone.